Voters in Ukraine are just days away from electing the country's next parliament, and one new party is pushing its way in, or rather punching. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg has more from Kiev.
Vitali Klitschko!
He's the man of the hour. World Boxing Champion Vitali Klitschko. These are his fans, and he hopes come Sunday, his voters.
There is never victory without a fight. We have announced a battle for Ukraine, and I'm sure we will win it.
His party, aptly named Udar, or Punch, is running in this weekend's parliamentary elections in Ukraine. Udar is unlikely to unseat the ruling Regents Party, but may come in second, potentially turning boxing's crowned champion into Parliament's kingmaker, giving Klitschko and his supporters influence over Ukraine's future. Vladimir Zolotaryov was Klitschko's first coach more than 20 years ago and says his transition from ring to rally is natural.
When we would travel by car around the country, we would discuss the injustice he saw. He wanted to become a politician to change it.
Klitschko stands over 2 meters tall and weighs in at a whopping 110 kilos. He's fluent in 7 languages, holds a PhD, and has been dubbed Dr. Iron Fist. And if he wins, throwing punches might come in handy. Ukraine is famous for parliamentary scuffles like this, where MPs use fists, eggs, and stink bombs to get across their points. If he's successful and Klitschko becomes an MP, he'll find himself in good company. The ruling party counts among its members an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling. In fact, in Ukraine, athletes do quite well in politics. But 47-year-old construction worker and amateur boxer Konstantin Poetov says trained athletes tend to be less violent.
No boxer, wrestler, or any other fighter is allowed to use his strengths in everyday life. And athletes don't get the same adrenaline that MPs do. They are cool-minded people who can control themselves and the people around them.
Still, famed athletes here have a natural popularity advantage, and many think Klitschko is really just testing the waters for the presidential elections due in 3 years. Roee Ruttenberg, CCTV, in Kiev, Ukraine.